let me in, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's David here, and we are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, I'm basically going to be giving you a preview for the Atlanta race, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race at Atlanta that'll be taking place this weekend. Now, it has been officially announced as of today that the next race, which would have been in Homestead Miami Speedway, is going to be canceled due to the coronavirus. I'm not even going to go into anything about the coronavirus because apparently YouTube demonetizes that stuff. So, yeah. This week, I'm going to give you a preview. Now, before I get into the actual preview, we're going to go quick over events for the Truck Series race that Kyle Busch is going to be participating in. Now, if you guys don't know, there's going to be a $100K bounty on Kyle Busch for any Cup Series driver that can beat Kyle Busch. Kevin Harvick put $50K. The owner of the Gander Outdoor Truck Series put $50K on that. So it's going to be $100K to any Cup Series driver that can beat Kyle Busch. And I think actually one of the truck owners actually put $50K on Kyle Busch for any Truck Series driver that can beat Kyle Busch. Now, the guys that are going to be competing this weekend to beat Kyle Busch from the Cup Series is going to be Chase Elliott. He's going to be running the number 24 Hooters GMS truck. And then we have John Hunter Nemechek, who's probably going to be racing number 8, if anything. I don't really know what the number that they announced was, but considering that Kyle Busch did not win last week Kyle Busch didn't win every single race he competed in the Xfinity Series, but he won every single race he competed in the Truck Series. So, based off of last year, where Kyle Busch has won the last 7 Truck Series races he's competed in. That's a lot, and that was 5 last year. You're only allowed to participate in a maximum of 5 in each series, besides the Cup Series, because that's where Kyle Busch earns the points. So Kyle Busch can do 5 Truck Series race, 5 Xfinity Series race. This is his 2nd Truck Series race. The next one would have been Homestead, but that got postponed. Or they haven't really said anything. They may run it with no fans, like most of these sports have been doing. I know the NBA canceled their season. That's what I've heard. So yeah. This thing has gone crazy, but I don't think anybody's really gonna beat Kyle Busch, because if somebody were to beat Kyle Busch in the Truck Series, somebody would have already done it last year or even this year already. But Kyle Busch just seems to know how to drive that truck. His crew chief just loves him in that Truck Series race, and he's got 2 rookie drivers in Rafael Lessard and Christian Eckes. So yeah, I don't really know if anybody's gonna beat Kyle Busch here. But when it comes to the Monster Energy Cup Series race now, this is going to be a very exciting race. I mean, I didn't even watch Phoenix last weekend. I've heard Phoenix was a very, very exciting race. So when it comes to this weekend in Atlanta, obviously the home favorite is going to be Chase Elliott, because he is from Georgia. But when it comes to the actual Atlanta track, Atlanta really hasn't produced like many great races. I think the last great race, if I remember, that Atlanta produced was that race where Jeff Gordon won his 85th win in NASCAR, or 86th win in NASCAR, when he beat Jimmy Johnson. I think that was the last great race I think Atlanta's actually had. So when it comes to this race, I don't really know what to see, because Atlanta, you can't really see anything of Atlanta. The configuration with the track is kind of weird, and they should have gone back. They should still have the old layout, because the old layout, they had many great finishes. You had Carl Edwards beating Jimmy Johnson. You got Kevin Harvick beating Jeff Gordon for his first win in the Cup Series after Dale Earnhardt died. You had a lot of great finishes back on that old layout, but ever since they've had this new layout, it just hasn't gone the way everybody thought it would, or at least I thought it would. But when it comes to this race, I think this race is going to be a good race for Chevys and the Toyotas. I actually think the Fords are going to struggle in Atlanta, to be honest. But there may actually be a Ford that wins. Now, when it comes to like the drivers, I think that could be favorites to win this Atlanta race. There are a lot of favorites. Obviously, you got the guy I was just talking about a minute ago, Kyle Busch. You got last week's winner, Joey Logano. You got the hometown favorite, Chase Elliott. You got Kevin Harvick, who's won there before. You got guys like Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. You can even have some of the rookies. You can have Cole Custer have a shot. William Byron, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is very successful at Atlanta. and you got Alex Bowman possibly, because Alex Bowman's been running good this season. It's just many drivers that can win this race. But when it comes to who I think is going to win this race, here are my top 3 drivers that I think have a chance to win this race. The third driver I think that has a chance to win this race is going to be the hometown favorite, Chase Elliott. That's just because Chase Elliott, based off he's going to be racing in the Truck Series, and he's going to have like a feeling for what the track is going to be like for the Cup Series. Chase Elliott would have experience, and he's going to be the hometown favorite, so he's going to be racing for his hometown. He's going to be racing for the crowd, and he's going to be racing for a win in Atlanta. The next guy I think that's a shot at winning this race is going to be Jimmy Johnson, because Jimmy Johnson hasn't won in a while, obviously, and Jimmy Johnson is really good at mile-and-a-half speedways. So, yeah, and I feel like Jimmy Johnson, with his experience at Atlanta, it's just second to none. And the guy I actually think that's going to win this race is going to be the guy that hasn't won a race yet, he hasn't won a race yet, and that is going to be the number 18 of Kyle Busch. I think Kyle Busch is going to win this NASCAR race, because the Truck Series race, possibly racing Xfinity, I haven't heard anything. If he's racing in all 3, he has so much knowledge of the track, and that's just gonna be beneficial for him, and that's gonna be beneficial when it comes to the race. Now, if I'd have to say they're the dark horse to win this race, if I have 2 picks dark horses to win this race, I'd probably have to say dark horses. I'd probably say Alex Bowman and William Byron, Hendrick Motorsports teammates. Actually, no, throw Alex Bowman out there. William Byron and Cole Custer, because Cole Custer's racing for a top team in Stewart-Haas Racing, and William Byron which I can announce, has really gotten a lot of experience in there. If I had to say like another dark horse out there, I'd probably say Christopher Bell, because that man's had bad luck this season so far, and he just needs some good luck. So if he can possibly somehow surprise everyone and win this race, that'd be absolutely amazing for a rookie. But no, I think the dark horses for me are William Byron and Cole Custer, because they're in top equipment and they have the best chance out of the other guys I said that I did not predict to win this race. They have the best chance. Now there are other guys that could win this race. You got guys like Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney. You got guys, even guys like Eric Almirola, who I even said. You got Clint Boyer, who could go on and win this race. Yeah, there's just many drivers to win this race, but this Atlanta race is going to be a very decent race, I actually assume. But what the main focus is, I think, is going to be tomorrow or Saturday. The main focus starting off is going to be that 100K bounty on Kyle Busch. So we'll see what happens then, and then we'll see what happens on Sunday with the NASCAR race. And next week, we could possibly not even see a NASCAR race. They haven't even announced anything yet, so we don't really know what's going to happen. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please just smash the like button. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.